Sonia Titizian reporting for CivilNet. I am now at Liberty Square, where a few hundred of the protesters of the Electric Yerevan protest have moved. At about 7:30 p.m. this evening, Baghramyan Avenue, one of the organizers of the No to Plunder civic initiative, addressed the crowds. They had come to an agreement to move the protests from Baghramyan Avenue to Liberty Square. Following his announcement, the protesters were split in half. Many wanted to remain there and others wanted to move the protest to a new level. Deputy Police Chief Valery Osipian also addressed the crowd, and he said that they would use physical force to remove protesters as they had orders to restore public order and to clear the streets. He asked parents to remove their children, and he asked pregnant women to leave the scene. After the few hundred who had decided to move to Liberty Square, where they will continue the round-the-clock protests against the electricity rate hikes, thousands continue to remain on Baghramyan Avenue, and they are cordoned off. Most of the streets in the center of the city, in the center of Yerevan, have also been blocked. There is no traffic. We will now try to move to Baghramyan Avenue to see what is taking place there. We are now on Baghramyan Avenue. We are making our way toward the barricades. There's still thousands of people on the street, some draped in the tricolor, others holding up signs, people waving hello. We're going to see if police will let us cross those barricades. Two of CivilNet's crews are currently there filming. And let's see if police will allow us to cross in. We're now standing in front of the police lines. Behind them, as you can see, there are rows and rows of riot police. Thousands of people continue to remain on Baghramyan Avenue as they have refused to move the protest to Liberty Square. As I said earlier, police have warned they will use physical force, and they said at 11 o'clock, according to city ordinance, when all noise has to stop, they will make sure to restore public order. Earlier this evening, when Baghramyan, one of the organizers of the No to Plunder civic initiative, addressed the crowd, he put forth several demands. The first demand is that they create a system for energy distribution in the country that stems from the interests of the Armenian people. The second one is to bring to justice all of those involved in the horrible excessive use of force in the early mornings of June 23, when protesters, peaceful protesters, were dispersed by water cannons, riot police, and plainclothes officers. The third demand is to bring to justice those involved in the massive amount of debt that was accumulated by the Russian-managed Armenian Electric Network Company. And then the most important thing that is included in this statement, saying that we will, if the current ruling authority cannot bring these demands to fruition, then there will be others who will do so.
I've said already that I'm refusing to comment any action that take place on the rally, because I'm not organizer of the rally, and I promised that I won't try to get some leverage on the rally. So I'm here only for one task: to prevent any violence, to prevent the use of force by the police. And as a member of parliament, I'm trying to do just that. There is no any other task for me to be here.
Okay, then this movement, do you think that it has changed the narrative in Armenia? Has it shattered stereotypes? Has it empowered the people more than any other time?
Yeah, of course, because Armenian citizens are aware that they are the master of their own country, and they are here to show that.
Yes,
So we just did a quick tour of the vicinity to understand what's taking place. As you could see earlier on Liberty Square, there were a few hundred protesters who had moved there after the organizers wanted to move the protest to the next level. Then police announced that they would use excessive use of force if necessary to clear Baghramyan. So then we walked to Baghramyan. Most of the streets in the city center are now blocked off. There's heavy police presence everywhere. We were able to walk through the crowds, through the barricade. We spoke with a member of parliament. It seems to be relatively calm at this point. It is now about 10:10 in the evening here in Yerevan, and police have said that at exactly 11 p.m. when city regulations come into force, where there should be no sound, no music, no singing, that they will in fact clear the street. We have two crews working simultaneously right now between the barricades, the makeshift barricades that were put together by the protesters, and rows of riot police. Keep following CivilNet's live stream to get all the full updates of the events as they are unfolding minute by minute.